you were asked to vote for which player you think is your biggest threat.
It all kicked off. Everyone's true colours coming out now.
I know that you guys have been lying.
You could cut this atmosphere with a knife.
Destination X continues Wednesday at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
Another season of ups, downs and everything in between.
Does it feel a little bit different this season?
Here we go again.
All the action.
You want to have your say.
And the reaction.
There's lots of talk on social media.
Goals dissected.
Got to do this, got to do that.
Interesting debate.
Fans connected.
A lot of match of the day.
Who's going to win it?
What do you think?
They've all got a chance.
Like never before.
209 live games on 5 Live. Keep your discipline.
How about that?
Entertainment.
It's what everybody's talking about. Football on the BBC.
This is our BBC. Hard questions.
Tell me what you're doing over here. You're just relaxing?
Soft hugs. Over 2 billion raised. Raising hopes. Faithfuls. Traitors. Navigators. Conductors. Disruptors. Fact-checking. Foxtrots. And family.
The BBC's put £5 billion into the economy.
There's a BBC for each of us. Funded by all of us. This is our BBC.
With all the latest, BBC News is here in an hour, after a good Sunday rummage round the Antiques Bargain Basement.
Today's...
Get your footy fix this Sunday on BBC Sounds. Aberdeen take on Celtic in the Scottish Premiership. It's already underway. Catch up with the game now over on 5 Live. And stay Sounds bound for the FA Community Shield as Crystal Palace take on Liverpool. Coverage kicks off today at 3. Sunday on Sounds, score.
Get ready for music that moves you. The world's greatest classical music festival. The BBC Proms. Watch on iPlayer, listen on Sounds.
A mother is building her bed for the night. Her young son, like many youngsters, decides that his mother's bed is preferable and climbs up for a cuddle. A journey like no other. Parenthood.
Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Let's get this show in the booth. Put some undies on, for God's sake. Can we all just leave the house and enjoy ourselves? Oh, where are we?
Look like a sunset.
Here we go, series 1 to 3. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Now on BBC One, the lunchtime news with Emma Vardy.
Good afternoon.
BBC News, Northumberland.
Some rather adorable puffins there. That's what we're ending on. The next news is on BBC One at 10 to 6. Goodbye from me.
A very good afternoon to you. You may have just heard in the news report that our 4th heat wave of the summer is on the way, and as is often the case with heat waves across our part of the world, the highest temperatures are expected across England and Wales, but it will warm up right across the country. Now, high pressure will establish itself across Europe and hot air will stream in from France, where temperatures are likely to exceed 40 Celsius. Here in the UK, temperatures are likely to peak at around 34 Celsius. What else can we expect in this heat wave? Of course, it's going to turn quite humid with that air coming in from the south. The nights are going to be very warm as well, possibly 20 Celsius or no lower in some cities. And then thunderstorms are expected towards the end of the week, the end of the heat wave, transitioning into something a little fresher. So the forecast then for today shows thick cloud across some northwestern parts of the UK. So it's not sunny everywhere today. In fact, far from it across much of Ireland and into Scotland, and even some spots of rain here. Already very warm in many parts of England and Wales. The high 20s expected in the south this afternoon. Now overnight, the weather front continues to straddle northern parts of the UK, and you can see rain there in the Western Isles. But further south, we've got the clearer skies across England and Wales. And the temperatures, whether you're north or south, will be about the same, 14, 15 Celsius. Now for a time across Scotland, it will remain quite cloudy with some outbreaks of rain, particularly in the northwest of Scotland, and cooler here, about 17 for our friends in Stornoway. But to the south, that's where the heat wave begins. In fact, temperatures are likely to at least reach or exceed 30 Celsius on Monday. So a really hot day on the way. Now on Tuesday, the weather map shows this weather front to the west of the UK. Not much cloud or rain on it, but it will tend to what we call destabilise the air a little bit. That means some storms may form, but very hit and miss. For most of us, it is going to be a dry, sunny and hot day, a really hot day. 34 Celsius is possible somewhere in the South Midlands, London 32 or 33, and very warm in Northern Ireland and also Scotland at around the mid-20s. Here's Wednesday, again a weather front never too far away, the possibility of 1 or 2 showers. So yes, lots of sunshine, lots of heat, but also storms. The odd storms may build on the horizon. You may catch a shower in Scotland, but there's also a chance of 1 or 2 showers elsewhere. Now I think by Wednesday we're past the peak of the heat wave, so highs of around 31 in Norwich still possible, but for most of us it's around the mid or the high 20s. Still a very hot day for some. Now Thursday, or at least the early hours of Thursday, and through the day we'll see the threat of thunderstorms again almost anywhere. Early in the day they'll be further south, and then come the afternoon the storms will be drifting northwards into Scotland. Temperatures still around the high 20s for many areas. Yes, not as hot anymore, but the air will be humid because it is coming in from the southern clime, so it won't feel quite so fresh. And here's a snapshot of Friday. You can see that the warm weather lasts into Friday as well, but more comfortable there in the northwest of the UK. So here's a summary then from about midweek onwards into the following weekend, and you can see it stays warm and sunny most of the time. But if you don't like the heat, of course, the heat wave will eventually come to an end. Bye-bye.
Your kids are going to love it.
Keep the kids entertained with family films on BBC iPlayer.
Going yourself, Ellie Kildare. Ellie Kildare! Almighty!
It's taken until my 57th year to discover that I have bipolar.
What does it take to be the best there's ever been at something?
Passion.
And also, they're fighting German troops. So I'd like to point out this is basically the plot of Die Hard. Yippee-ki-yay, Redcoat! Wow.
Only on the BBC. Watch on iPlayer, listen on Sounds.
How do dolphin mums teach their young? With games, of course. A new episode of David Attenborough's Parenthood tonight at 7:15. Now on BBC One, a Sunday staple.
Detectives on the case, a new series of The Gone.
Tell you what I want to see this guy take on. Brind'La, oh chef extraordinaire. I want to see this guy tackle a curry. Yeah, a Brindaloo. Brindaloo!
Let's get this show in the booth. Put some undies on, for God's sake. Can we all just leave the house and enjoy ourselves? Oh, where are we? Oh.
They look like a sunset.
Here we go, series 1 to 3. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
3, 2, 1, hit it.
You follow every turn. What the hell? Oh.
Oh, yeah. Now we're talking.
Come on, you idiot!
Your pit stop for everything Top Gear. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Radio 4. The more you listen,
the more you see. Do you know someone who has fallen down a rabbit hole into conspiracy land? In my podcast series, I investigate the rise of health conspiracy theories on social media. Are algorithms pushing potentially harmful content to vulnerable patients? The journey gets curiouser and curiouser. Is there a way out? Mariana in Conspiracy Land. Listen on Radio 4 and BBC Sounds.
Crossed wires in the classic Oscar Wilde style now, but we do like a good bit of mischief. The A-listers are lined up and ready for this one.
An Antiques Roadshow special marks the 80th anniversary tonight at 8:15. Next on BBC One, Escape to the Country.
Get ready for music that moves you. The world's greatest classical music festival. The BBC Proms. Watch on iPlayer, listen on Sounds.
A mother is building her bed for the night. Her young son, like many youngsters, decides that his mother's bed is preferable and climbs up for a cuddle. A journey like no other. Parenthood.
Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
There's no going back to normal in the square.
On the 80th anniversary of VJ Day, a handcrafted chess set proves an emotional memento. Antiques Roadshow specials at 8:15. Now on BBC One, we escape.
Let's get this show in the booth. Put some undies on, for goodness sake. Can we all just leave the house and enjoy ourselves? Oh, where are we?
Like a sunset.
Here we go, series 1 to 3. Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
You were asked to vote for which player you think is your biggest threat.
It all kicked off. Everyone's true colours coming out now.
I know that you guys have been lying.
You could cut this atmosphere with a knife. Destination X continues Wednesday at 9 on BBC One and iPlayer.
A day off in the big city doesn't quite go to plan. Our family film full of Shaun the Sheep fun's next, after Steve gets dangerously up close and personal.
The father rounds up his family, but that does little to deter the dogs. So he makes an extraordinary sacrifice. He hangs back. A journey like no other. Parenthood.
Press red for all episodes on BBC iPlayer.
Great Scott!
You kids are gonna love it.
Keep the kids entertained with family films on BBC iPlayer.
This is it.
The final episodes of The Next Step have landed.
You've loved the drama, the romance,
and the dancing.
Don't wait. Watch the final ever episodes of The Next Step now. Complete with the OGs.
Don't miss the final episodes of The Next Step. Watch now on CBBC and iPlayer.
Lions, spiders and hippos, oh my, they're all raising their young the only way they know how. David Attenborough's Parenthood's next, after Sunday Fundays family film.